Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to be doing a comprehensive review of ExpressVPN just so you can see whether or not this provider is right for you. And also in this video, I'm going to cover all of the details of ExpressVPN as you can see right here. And I'm even going to show you guys a behind the scenes of the ExpressVPN app and also connect to Netflix and Torrenting just so you guys can get a feel for speeds and performance when using ExpressVPN. And if you do want to check out ExpressVPN, I do have an exclusive discount link down below in the video description. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm going to dive straight into this review and I've just compiled this list here of the major features and kind of benefits of ExpressVPN. So I'll just go through these really quickly. So as you can see, we've got the P2P compatibility. So this means that ExpressVPN works perfectly fine for downloading torrents, and this means your IP address will be hidden from your internet service provider. And right below that, we have the ability to unblock Netflix. So as of making this video, you actually can unblock 15 different versions of Netflix, and I'll be showing you guys about that later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. And below this, we have a no logging policy. So ExpressVPN definitely is one of the strongest VPNs in the industry that has a very strong stance on their no logging policy. So this means they don't track the websites you visit, the time of day that you visited, the amount of data you used, and also the timestamp. And below this, we also have the servers. So as of making this video, ExpressVPN does have over 3,000 servers on their network. So while this does seem maybe like a low number, especially when compared to their competition like NordVPN and CyberGhost, from my own experience, their speeds have actually been incredibly fast. And I do think this is down to their really well optimized servers, so they can give that better performance. And as for the jurisdiction of ExpressVPN, they are located in the British Virgin Islands. So this means they don't have to adhere to strict logging policies of their data's users. And this also means that they are out of the reach of the 14 Eyes Alliance. So as far as privacy and security, this is a big thumbs up. And as for the encryption and the protocols that ExpressVPN is utilizing, they are currently using the OpenVPN protocol and the AES 256 military grade encryption, which has now become the gold standard amongst VPN providers. So while this is pretty common ground in the industry, it is nonetheless still very good to see. And also below that, we have the kill switch that ExpressVPN is also offering. So this is a feature that I would come to expect from a top tier provider like ExpressVPN. And essentially what a kill switch is that if your connection with ExpressVPN cuts out, it will automatically sever your internet connection, so there's no risk of your personal information or maybe what you're downloading to be leaked to unwanted eyes. And below the kill switch, we have the amount of devices that you can connect to simultaneously on a single account. So as of making this video, you can connect up to 5 devices on a single account. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do think this is a little bit low, and I do wish ExpressVPN did up this number, as a lot of the competition now allows you to connect maybe 6, 10, or in some cases, an unlimited amount of devices. But if you are just looking to use ExpressVPN for your personal use and maybe install it on your computer, your iPhone, or maybe your Amazon Fire TV stick, then I do think this is still a great option. So the next thing that ExpressVPN is well known for is their speeds. And from my own personal experience, I can stand behind that, as I have found ExpressVPN to be one of the fastest providers that I have used, especially for streaming the multiple different versions of Netflix. And right down the bottom, guys, we do have the price. So I do think the pricing of ExpressVPN is a little bit on the higher side. And this price is based on their 12-month plan, which is $6.67. But for what you do get, I do think it is a worthwhile investment. However, in saying that, in the future, I do wish they were able to lower their pricing with the economy of scale. Okay guys, so that's just the features of ExpressVPN. So I'm just going to show you guys a quick rundown of the ExpressVPN app, and then I'll show you guys Netflix and Torrenting after that. So I've gone and installed the desktop app. So this is the usability and the interface of the ExpressVPN app. It's very simple and very easy to navigate, as you can see right here. And you just have this big satisfying button which you can go ahead and press, and this will connect you to the fastest server closer to your proximity. And right down here we have the selected location, so I can click on these 3 dots, and then I can go and search for a specific country or city that I would like to connect to. So in this example, I want to go and connect to the United States so I can watch that version of Netflix. So I'll just go search for the United States, click on that location, press connect, and this will now go and connect me to the fastest server in the United States. And once this is highlighted in green, this just notifies me that I'm now connected. And this means that all of my browsers, whether that's Safari, Google Chrome, Firefox, are also now connected as well. And if I want to go ahead and adjust some further settings, I can also do that by clicking on the hamburger menu. Go down to preferences. So once we have these settings open, I now have the ability to go ahead and change various settings such as the VPN protocol, and by default it's set to automatic, which I personally use and recommend. However, you do have extra options for more control such as UDP, TCP, IKE v2, and LTTP as well. And if I want to adjust even more settings, I can go to General, Set up Launch Application, and Advanced Preferences as well. But I won't dive too much into that as that can get a little bit boring. So what I'm going to do now is jump over to my Netflix account and connect to a couple of different locations using ExpressVPN. Okay guys, so I'm over on my Netflix account and I've just gone and disconnected from ExpressVPN as I want to walk you guys through the process on how to connect to the different versions of Netflix. So I've already set the location to the USA that I would like to connect to. So again, I'll go ahead and press the connect button, and this will just take a couple of moments to connect. So now that's highlighted in green, so now I can go and access the American version of Netflix. So I'm actually located in Australia, so I miss out on thousands of TV shows and movies, and I'm currently on the Australian version of Netflix. And if I want to go to the American version, I just have to go and refresh my browser. And it really is that simple, guys. It literally only takes a couple of clicks. And just to show you guys, I am on the American version of Netflix. I can now go and search for Marvel. And Marvel movies, or some of them for that matter, are still on the American version of Netflix, along with TV shows like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and heaps of other titles as well. And as you can see, guys, I now have access to movies like Avengers, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man, The Matrix, and this is really only scratching the surface as to the amount of content you can find on the different versions of Netflix. So like I said, guys, I'm going to go play a little bit of this in real time. And this will be unedited, this won't be edited at all. So from my typical experience, it does take around 5 seconds, as you can see right there. Okay guys, so now I'm going to go connect to the UK-based version of Netflix, as they actually do have some awesome titles like Friends that you can't even find on the American version of Netflix. So to change my location, I'll click on these 3 dots. I'll search for the United Kingdom, click on that location, press continue. And again, guys, this will go and refresh me onto a UK-based server. So I'll go and refresh the browser again. And I'll just give this a couple of moments to load. And as you can see, guys, we're now getting the title saying we're in the UK. And just to show you guys this, I'll go and search for Friends. So as you can see, guys, we now have access to the Friends TV show, plus some additional titles such as How I Met Your Mother, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Vampire Diaries, Rick and Morty, and heaps of others as well. So again, I'm going to go play a little bit of this TV show in real time with no edits whatsoever. So I'll just click on this one. And with my typical experience with connecting to the UK-based version of Netflix with ExpressVPN, I do find it does take a little bit longer to get connected than the US version. It can take between maybe 5 and 25 seconds, and this can depend on the time of day you are trying to connect, how many people are on the server, and also the actual server that ExpressVPN has connected you to. And as you can see, guys, that took around 20 seconds to get connected. So as you can see from that test, guys, ExpressVPN works incredibly well for accessing the different versions of Netflix. So what I'm going to do now is go and download a torrent in real time, just so you guys can get a real world indication for speeds when using it for P2P. Okay guys, so I'm over here on my uTorrent manager, and I'm just downloading a free torrent at the moment with no VPNs connected whatsoever. So as I'm located in Australia, our speeds are actually incredibly slow when compared to the rest of the world. So the speeds you're going to be seeing in this test are all relative to your particular location. So before I connect to ExpressVPN, I just want to show you guys my existing download speeds just so we have something to compare it to. So at the moment, I'm receiving speeds of around 1.3 megabytes download per second, which is pretty typical for my location. So I'm just going to go connect to ExpressVPN and see you guys in just a moment. Okay guys, so I've gone and connected myself to a locally based server using ExpressVPN, which you can see right here. And as for the speeds that I'm currently getting, it's hovering around the 1 megabyte download per second range. So it definitely has taken a little bit off the top, around 30%. However, when I compare this to other VPN providers, they typically do take around maybe 25 to 40%. So it definitely is on the higher end. So as you can see from these various real world test guides, ExpressVPN is a great provider, and there is a reason why they are touted as the world's best VPN. So I do think their pricing is a little bit expensive. However, in saying that, for what you do get, you really are investing in a top tier VPN that does deliver really fast speeds and a lot of Netflix libraries as well. So again guys, if you are looking to get started with ExpressVPN, don't forget to check out the massive 49% discount link down below in the video description. And also with that discount link, you'll also get an exclusive 3 months on top of your existing plan as well. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below and I'll be happy to help you guys out. And if this video has provided any value whatsoever, then please smash that like button. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.